Welcome back to the Morning Blend. Seems like a strange time to be thinking about summer camp for kids and looking at this fantastic video, but now is actually the perfect time, right in the middle of winter, to be thinking about it. So today we also have 7 tips to make sure it's the experience of a lifetime. Most camp directors focus on helping kids have fun, but they also know it's important to make it healthy, safe, and host high-quality programs.
That's right. Kelly Rossebo is the spokesperson for the American Camp Association here in Wisconsin. Good to have you back.
Thanks. It's always good to be here.
I know. When you think about like having, camp, you start feeling a little bit excited for the weather to come. But interestingly enough, winter and, this is the time that people start booking their camp. So you've got some tips for us, right, to make sure that it's a huge success.
Absolutely. I can tell you that just in the last 2 weeks, my phone's been ringing off the hook. Everybody's thinking summer with the weather change.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure, and that's all it takes, probably, this little glimmer of hope.
That's it.
And we're like ready for summer camp.
Yep, shorts are out.
I love that you have tips for making it a memorable experience, because we all want our kids to have fun. We all want them to just come back and have these memories of a lifetime, but keeping it safe is also very important. So one of the first things you say is to be familiar with the camp's philosophy.
Right. You really want to have a match for your child and the camp. Every camp has a little bit different mission and goals, and before you even start your process, you really want to think about what it is that you want your child to get out of their camp experience. Are you building specific sports, skills? Are you looking for a well-rounded, opportunity to dabble? Are you looking for social opportunities? What is it that you want for your child out of this experience?
So your second tip is assessing the quality and commitment of the staff. How do you get access to that?
That is perhaps, I think, the most important thing. You can find a lot of camps out there with fantastic opportunities and activities.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, the important adults that are working with your children, those are the folks that really matter. So you want to talk to the camp director. You want to get a sense of, what kind of staff retention do they have? What kind of training do they offer? That's really critical. How much time are they spending training their folks? And what kinds of certifications do they bring to the table?
And the camp manager, the person, the director is okay with a call like that, asking those questions?
If they're not okay with it, that's not your camp. No, absolutely. We really welcome those questions. We want to tell you about all the great things our camps have to offer. So please ask away.
And you can also find a lot of good information now too on the web about specific camps. What about the accreditation aspect of it?
Accreditation is something that the American Camp Association offers. It takes a look at over 300 separate standards. We're looking at things like health and safety and staff training and risk management and facilities. And they're going to send in independent visitors to take a look at the camp, look at their policies, look at how they're enacting their policies, most importantly. And it's kind of your assurance that this camp is going the extra mile to make sure that your child has a healthy and safe summer.
I think it's great. The next tip, number 4, is get references. And I think this is important too. The way we always went to camp was through family. Family went and they loved it. So is that typical for people?
I think a lot of folks are afraid to ask for references, but you absolutely should.
From the director or from?
Ask the director to put you in touch with other families.
Okay.
When I get that kind of request, I look for another family who maybe has a child your child's age, who might be in the same geographical area. I want you to talk right with them, and they can give you great hints about their experience, what worked out great, what really helped, and really give you firsthand knowledge.
What about the money? What part of the finances do you need to know as a parent if you're thinking about sending a kid to camp?
I think that's really important too. You have to decide what is your family's budget. Now, the American Camp Association has a really great tool on our website where you can put in, that's one of the filters that you can put in there, your weekly budget. And that will help you decide what camp is right for you. Also, it's important to look for scholarship opportunities, or as we call them, campership opportunities. Lots of camps do have funding available or funding opportunities available, but you have to ask early. So now is the time to be looking at those things.
That's great. Your 6th tip is discuss communication. Does this mean about when your child is there at camp?
Yes. Okay. We're so used to having instant access with our kids. And one of the most beautiful things about the summer camp experience is it's really giving our kids a chance to develop their social and interpersonal skills away from technology.
Disconnect.
They're disconnecting, they're unplugging, and that does mean from you too. Now, there are some really great tools out there that help our parents get along. For example, my camp We have a password-protected website where you can see pictures every day of what's going on. And you can say, hey, Susie's fishing, or Jack is doing lacrosse, you know, and you have an opportunity to kind of get a picture of what's really going on at camp.
Yeah,
So know
I'd be
your
checking
camp
that
sponsor.
website like 50 times a day. No, not really. Yeah, okay. And you also say the last tip, the 7th one, is prepare for camp, both you and your child, because I remember the first time taking my oldest to camp, it was way harder for me than for her.
Absolutely. I get the question all the time, you know, do you work with a lot of homesick kids? And the answer is no, I work with a lot of child sick parents. So you have to be prepared for the separation. Plan some fun things for yourself, too. You know, and plan out things like how you're going to communicate, and, you know, you can pre-write letters and send them so that your child has a letter on the first day
That was
of camp.
the best thing ever, is getting packages or letters at camp.
That's a cute idea.
What a neat opportunity for us as parents, too, to get a real letter from our kids. That's something we treasure.
That's awesome. I love
really
it. So
great.
people can find out more about accredited camps in Wisconsin and all the wonderful things you can do to get ready for camp. It's not too early to start planning. In fact, some camps are already getting close to being booked up. So go to acacamps.org and find out more about a camp that you'd like to send your kids to. Thank you so much, Kelly.